Alright, it is 9:21 a.m. January the 13th, 2022. I have a bit of a sore throat, so I might try to, not do so many commentaries. But for right now, it's just going to be morning panic balance plays that I'm going to focus on. And the only ones on the main watches that, to me, qualifies for something like that could be POYN. Although I don't like how it never had like 3 green days in a row. ENZZ could be one too, only if it looks clean. I don't like where it is on a daily chart. And most of these other ones, they just don't watch. Maybe they can do something nice, maybe they won't. EPAZ is a new one. If this one can have, nice, a third day, a nice third day here, maybe that can qualify for a morning panic bounce play in the future. And yeah, that's what I have for right now. This is only listed stock, PETZ. I'll just be casually watching it. And if there's anything on the other screen that looks like it's setting up for a morning panic bounce play, I'll definitely be looking at that. Okay, it is 9:39. I haven't traded anything OPTI. I was watching this. I did want it to do this little spike that it did here, and then it were to come back and maybe try the 106, 107 level and then make a move towards the upside, but there was actually just a lot of people supporting it throughout this entire range, so it hasn't really allowed it to downtrend. And maybe by the time it does, it loses momentum. So it's just going to be a watch for now, but I don't see anything that I'm really interested in. Some of these don't really have decent volume. TGGI looked interesting, but then, it just had no volume. It just bounced back just because the level 2 changed. It wasn't necessarily because there's so much, buying action going on that it just pushed it all the way back or something like that. So I don't see anything nice. It's just going to be, again, a watch. There's nothing really on either of the screens that I would be interested in, unless maybe OPTI downtrends again. But at this point, like I said, I don't see anything that I'm interested in. Okay, it is 6:29 p.m. and I am here to call it off. I did not make anything. I didn't lose anything. I didn't trade anything. And there wasn't any morning panic bounce plays that I really liked. OPTI kind of did one, and there was a chance that if maybe I was more aggressive, because I've seen that happen before, like it does a morning panic bounce play, and this one not extremely perfect, and then it's somewhat holding around this VWAP level, and then it does a breakout. I've seen this plenty of times before. I could have, if I was more aggressive, taken a strategy, a setup here, and that would have been pretty profitable, pretty easy to sell into. It would have been hard, I think, to sell for a loss. Once it started to make a move towards the upside, and then it did downtrend later, I had no more interest with it anymore. And as for TGGI, basically nothing. The volume wasn't there. Nothing with ENZZ. I felt like I could have been more aggressive, but at the same time, I knew none of these setups were really ideal setups for me, setups that I feel like I'm good at. So I'm not gonna, take it too harshly, but at the same time, I felt like I could have potentially have done something with OPTI. There wasn't really anything else. POYN, I don't regret this breakout here. The volume just came out of nowhere. I think news came out or something. And I could have considered EPAZ. I was actually thinking, because I've seen this before too. This one didn't really do it as well, but I've seen this, that a stock does an uptrend, it has a distance from VWAP, and then it hits VWAP, right? And then you can see here it kind of hit this level, it held VWAP, and then it went from this 254 level to 269. But as you can see, it didn't last that long, and then it broke under it. I wanted to really have traded the dip under it, because for me to have seen it right here, hold it and then immediately break it a bit later, I probably would have been a bit sketched out. But this was a nice move from 24 to 33, a lot of range. I'm really happy with EPAZ, because this could be something that can make a very nice morning panic bounce play tomorrow. In fact, this will probably be my priority tomorrow. And that's about it. That's about all that I had today. Well, this isn't really day trading, so I'm not going to count it, but I definitely kind of got wrecked. I'm not wrecked as in I lost a lot, but I just learned a valuable lesson. For long-term investing, I feel like maybe it's a good idea to have money, especially money that's just sitting in the bank account, actively working. And, this entire run-up in the market, right? It just seems like it's gonna fall off a cliff. Everybody's doom and gloom and boohoo, and then it just keeps uptrending, and then it did it here, and then it even broke this trend line, which was pretty important. If I were to go back, I guess it disappears, but it followed a very tight trend line right here, and then it broke it here for the first time, and then I thought, oh, is this it? Is this when it starts to fail and everything like that? Nope, it just made new highs again, and I just got pretty freaking tired of just feeling like I'm always missing it. Just not having money in the markets, and then the moment I get in the markets, I get wrecked because I just feel like that's my luck. Maybe that's my tuition. I have no idea, but I did try and put some money into not this, but QYLD. This is like the overall markets, but as you can see, it doesn't really follow it too much. As you can see, the coronavirus drop here, but this thing essentially just pays a massive dividend, and my idea was to just put my cash is just sitting there into position here, and then I did get long right about here at 22.18, and then when it started to break under, and when it started to, I guess I'm not logged in anymore, when it failed, right, and then I saw the overall markets just taking a dump. I think I cut it around right here, maybe right here, but I know I didn't sell under 22, right? And then I thought, all right, that was dumb. Like I think I lost like $35 putting like $4,000, and then right, the same day the market closes -1, almost -1.5% down. So what do I see now? I see an inverse, not inverse, a head and shoulder, head. Excuse me, my throat. Jeez. Shoulder, head, shoulder. I want to see what it does. Is it going to drop to this level and hold? Very similar to Bitcoin. I also made a head and shoulders. And in fact, I called Bitcoin like when it was a while back at like 59,000 that it was going to do a head and shoulders. But if you look at a 4-hour chart, but I'm going to wait and see what this thing does. If it consolidates or something like that, maybe it keeps putting up lower highs. This could be the first lower high from here. Just a head and shoulder, head, shoulder. I want to see what it does. If it breaks this level, and maybe it like holds above it for a few days and puts up a higher low or something like that, I want to reinvest the money that's just sitting into the overall markets just for something long term, not day trading related at all. And I think I'll go forward from there. So yeah, that's it for today. Just no trades, but I feel like it could have been aggressive and taken OPTI when it was holding above VWAP. That's all I have for today.